back up in here. What's happening, man? Shit, just another long fucking week. You know, we do this. Let's keep this rolling, though. Get to this intro, sir. Welcome back, everybody. It's the After Dark show. This is Raider Rich. You know, we do this. Man, hold on. Somebody with the keys dropping in and say what's up, give me a thumbs up. That's right, man. Thanks for all it does, man. I appreciate you, my brother. You know, unfortunately for us, this is gonna be a hard, long season. You know, a lot of us can say, you know, we seen this coming. We seen that, you know, a lot of things were gonna happen, and there's a lot of things that don't look too promising. You mean, and yeah, that's true. You mean, like, it is what it is. However, you know, like, um, some of it is just brought on by this team, dude. You know, this team consistently will not draft a quarterback. This team will not develop quarterbacks. I mean, at least every other year we need to be drafting a quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Every other year, draft a quarterback all the time. We need to have quarterbacks drafted. We need to have this team needs to continue to put people together and get keep this rolling. You know what I mean? But hey, bro, but was it really a glimmer of hope, or was it like maybe, maybe? You know what I mean? What's happening, Milk? Hey, Milk Breezy, that shit is tight, bro. Your boy loves Sith. You know what I mean? So, man, hey, bro, look, Doug, I want a fucking Cam Ward. Shit, I don't give a fuck. Give me Jackson Dart. Give me the cat from LSU. Give me somebody. Give me something. This is just this shit is old, dude. Between AOC and Garner Minshew, I mean, wow, it's just all bad. I mean, and it's consistently all bad, dude. Dude, there ain't nothing going on that's gonna happen with this team that's gonna get it better, dude. And it fucking sucks, dude. Like, we're literally sitting in the 2006 season, you know, where like the defense could be really, really good. The offense fucking sucks. And the quarterbacks ain't none of them deserve to be in the fucking NFL. You know what I mean? Bro, it's a 2006 season again, bro. And hopefully, and I mean hopefully, we get the number one overall pick. You know, I mean, it's only right. You know, I don't want to win 4 games. I don't want to win 3 games, dude. I'm fine at 2 games, and let's just call it. It is what it is. I mean, let's just run out of here, um, get this number one overall pick, and just be done. Right? Okay. No, I understand that. And had Cam Ward came out last year, fuck, dude, I was honestly, I mean, I think me and uh me and Kay were talking last year, and we were like, shit, I wouldn't mind Cam Ward. You know, he's a little short, but you know, I wouldn't mind him. I wouldn't mind having him on the team. He kind of reminds me of Rich Gannon a lot. You know, he's got some wheels, throws some a little bit unorthodox and stuff like that. I mean, but just I like the cat. I think he's good. Shit. Hold on real quick. But yeah, man. it sucks because we're just in this. We're in this together. You know what I mean? So it doesn't completely suck. Uh, but it is where that we're gonna have hard times. I mean, and this is gonna be a trying season, and I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, give Lobby the ball and shit like that. Nah, man, fuck that, dude. Dude, we need to fucking just sit back, watch this all develop, and so later on we can just reap the rewards. And that has to be a quarterback at some point. Some point in time, dude, we got to have a quarterback. It's 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 just been too long. It's been 2007 was the last time we drafted a quarterback in the first round, bro. Think about that. 2007 is the last time we drafted a quarterback in the first round, dude. That is horrible, dude. That is horrible as a team. That is horrible as as a franchise. And yes, Mark's a little that's on him too, dog. I mean, he's got to be able to tell his guys, dude, look, I want a quarterback. If you come back from the draft without a quarterback, just go ahead and pack your shit up and get the fuck on, dude. I don't care about who's the best available. My team needs a quarterback. We need to win. You need to find the best coaching staff to develop this guy. I want him put in the best position to win. That's what Mark has to do. You mean? Because this shit, you got half a Raider and I don't want a quarterback. I just want Derek back. Fucking type shit. And then you got some that, they don't care as long as AP ain't there. You got some who just it doesn't, just whatever the Raiders do, it's fucking fine. Look, I'm not trying to say nobody is wrong. You know what I mean? Because I have my own opinions and everything else, dude. And guess what? Everybody's opinion matters. You know what I mean? But bro, I'm gonna be here no matter what. Unless they change the name, I'm gonna be here no matter what. Because this team means something to me. But like they have to do something at this position. You cannot neglect it. This team neglects this position more than any other team in the NFL. More than any other team. But we've seen fuck. I've seen the Cincinnati Bengals build fucking teams more times than I've seen my beloved Raiders. I mean, that's being truthful. Hey, dude, those are viable situations, and guess what, dude? You're not wrong. I'm not wrong either, Dubs. I mean, um, it's just you got to let the season run its course. You mean now? I do understand that if you're going to draft a quarterback, you want to pair him with an offensive mind that he's going to grow with for multiple years and stuff like that. And that is important. And is AP that guy, or are you going to have an offensive coordinator who's fresh, young, and gonna be able to do that? If say you keep AP and you do that, and I'm sorry, but the cat that we have there today, bro, he's not it. That's not the guy. He's not going to develop a young quarterback. He won't. It's not going to happen whatsoever. Fuck, he can't even work with a veteran quarterback right now. We've seen Shane Steichen make good old nose picker look really really good. Out there last year in Indianapolis, and now he just looks fucking shit now. You mean so? Yeah. But at the same time, dude, I don't think everything is AP's fault. But at the same time, you're gonna have to get a. If you draft a quarterback, you're gonna either have to extend AP, knowing that he's not gonna be the guy actually fucking uh developing your quarterback, and you're gonna have to get a high end offensive coordinator who can develop a quarterback, and you're gonna have to pay. You're gonna have to pay a lot of money, or you're gonna have to get a whole new coach. Hey, you're not wrong. Absolutely, you're not wrong. It's you know, and I'm a big AP fan. I like AP. I like what he brings to the team. But at the same time, dude, like, what is best for the team? And Mark's gonna have to do what's best for the team. Whether it's keep AP, let AP go, bring in a new coach. You know, I mean, who's to say that? Okay, so who's to say that he won't keep Patrick Graham? Maybe they change defensive coordinators. Maybe they want to do something else. ¿Qué onda, Rafucho? Man, who knows what their intentions or their plans are. It could be to get rid of everybody. This is just a tricky situation, and a lot of people are saying the coach has a 2-year contract, which is kind of hard to believe that he would sit there and take a 2-year contract. But however, it is what it is at this point. Um, but I would like to see what their plans are. And like, okay, so if they bring up Ben Johnson, and let's say brings a defensive coordinator, what's a good defense? Let's say the Baltimore Ravens, right? The Baltimore Ravens defense is all over the NFL, right? All over college. My beloved USC Trojans are running it. Let's see. Um, I think Alabama's running a version of. It's a great defense. It simulates pressure. We've seen Washington run a little bit of it. Oh no, that's a New England style defense because that's Bill Belichick's fucking son, Steven, out there running the defense with Washington. But he's copy and pasting a lot of the successful things that defense does, simulating pressure. Showing. I don't know if you guys remember. 2 years ago, we played the Chargers, right? And the Raiders' defensive line, linebackers, everybody was on the line of scrimmage. They looked like they were all out blitzing the whole game. They double mug look, showed up outside, everything. And then they hardly brought that pressure, but because they showed that they were bringing pressure, there was a lot of panic on that offensive line, and that's something that defense does. And it's not the greatest defense, it's not the worst either. So, but it's very suitable and adaptable, and you can run different things out of it. So that's a possibility. I wouldn't mind keeping Patrick Graham, but I don't even know if he's under contract anymore. Does anybody here know that? Because I really don't. I don't know if he's still under contract. I don't. Hold on real quick. Let's find out. Peace of mind, right? I mean, because hey, bro, my boy Gravy is up in the house, bro. It don't get better than Gravy. Hey, and if you don't know, go to Gravy's, hit him up on IG, bro. He's got my dude. I got this one shampoo from him a year ago, and I still use it daily. Hey, bro, got my mustache feeling beautiful and luxurious, bro. You know, I'm over here loving this shit, bro. The peach one. Go to Gravy's IG and see what he try out his products, man. He's got some good stuff on there, man. All right, so yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to get this contract up real quick. Okay, yeah. He's done this year, bro. He's done this year. So what are the Raiders gonna do? If they hire a new coach, they're gonna have to replace the defensive coordinator too. I mean, these are all things that are in the wash. Um, their defense isn't that bad. I mean, they run a lot of cover 3, some cover 4. They run defenses that you can run in multiple situations. They'll change it up a little bit here and there. Goal line, they'll have guys, instead of the 20, they'll have guys drop back a little bit more. Outside, they're rushing up a little bit more. I mean, it's a lot of the same play. That they are literally running 7-8 plays a game. It's not very complicated what they're doing, but what that allows the team to do, it allows the team to play fast, play quick, continue to everybody knows their assignments. There was times last year we were watching these guys were playing, a play so well, playing their play so well that they knew everything to do inside and outside of the play, where that they were passing guys off. They had great communication and stuff like that. It's been a little bit more sketchier this year, but you know what? The bones for all that and the structure for all of that is still there. You know what I'm saying? So it's a work in progress. I think there's a lot of things that can be fixed this year with this defense. However, coming out of last year, we all pretty much thought that Patrick Graham was out. I mean, he was going to be a head coach soon, and we were hanging on to him for dear life. And after this year, it doesn't look like that, bro. It doesn't look like he's the hottest commodity out there. And to be honest, the team's success is going to dictate if he gets those head coaching opportunities. And some of it is, for the lack of better words, is lackluster. I mean, and not all of it's his fault. Some of it is, the defense is on the field all the time, all the fucking time. You know what I mean? Hold on, I got somebody backstage. What's happening, yo?
Where's everyone at, bro?
I don't know, man. Everybody's missing all day, dog.
Sick and tired of this shit. What are you talking about, though, bro?
We talk about Patrick Graham and the defense. How this time last year we thought, well, we're probably going to lose Patrick Graham because he's going to be a head coach.
Nope, not after this year.
I mean, in this year, no, we just might lose Patrick Graham. Period. You know?
No, Patrick Graham's gonna. He solidified one thing for himself. He'll be back on the Raiders coaching staff next year, most likely.
You think so?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. So if they go get another head coach, you think he's still going to be there?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I mean, honestly, I think, but I can't say 100%. Obviously, I'm not in the front office, so I don't obviously know what another coach is going to bring here. But it would be, I feel like, the smart thing to do, just because we have the players, or players that have played very, very well under him, and I don't think that you could look. I think this is kind of an outlier year, depending on or based on everything going on with the team. But yeah, I think he should be here next year. I don't see why not.
Okay, so say the Raiders fire their head coach, you still think he's going to be here?
Like I said, I can't say 100% sure, but
He has a possibility.
I think there's a possibility.
Okay. I mean, because what Patrick wants to do is run, like I said earlier, they probably run about 9 plays a game, and the team, especially last year, you've seen that they ran these plays very fucking well, and they everybody knew the assignment, and this defense thrived in that type of situation. It's
Oh
not
yeah.
like Gus Bradley's system where you just play cover 3 and you change it up, cover 3 cloud, cover 3, fucking over inverted cover 3. They're
No,
fucking
I feel
playing
like
different plays.
I feel like Patrick Graham has more than just 8 or 9 plays. I think he has quite a bit of plays in his defensive playbook, but
So do I.
I think that he I think last year he was able to open it up more because of the help that Kuntz was giving on the other side, getting to the quarterback, and he was able to send different blitz packages and do different things with the coverages and certain things because he could rely on his 2 pass rushers to get there. Obviously, we've had good stuff out of like Snowden and some of the other guys, but obviously it's kind of hard to make up for what did Kuntz have 8 or 9 sacks last year. So I'd like to bring him back on a 1-year prove it deal, I guess you can call it. I mean, that was supposed to be last year, but then this year, but he got hurt. So I wouldn't mind bringing him back for sure. But yeah, I think there's a chance that Pat Graham has a job next year with the Raiders. I don't see why not.
Okay.
I think if they fire AP and this coaching staff, I think the one guy that they will probably fight for defense is the players, which I know people are going to say, well, when we listen to the players, look what happened. But I think if there's one thing that the players will ask for is for Pat Graham to stay.
Okay. No, I agree. I agree with that. I agree that that's completely in the realm of possibility, but also too, I also think that, like, let's say for shits and giggles, they hire fucking Ben Johnson, right? Ben Johnson comes in. Do you think he's gonna be cool with Pat Graham as his defensive coordinator?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't.
Or are we just gonna Al Davis this shit up, and it is whatever I say? Mm-hmm. Remember, Al used to choose a staff for the coaches.
No. I don't. If you get a guy like Ben Johnson, you have more than likely you don't have a say in his staff. But I think Ben will definitely take it into consideration if he does his homework properly. That, hey man, like, if this defense was not on the field all game and they're anything close to what we had it a year ago with the offense I'm about to bring here, then shit, we'll be rocking and rolling. So I think he has to do his research. I don't think he's just gonna say no to Patrick Graham for no reason. Like, if he says no to Patrick Graham, he's gonna have somebody better that he thinks is better. Right. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't think that there's, in my opinion, I don't think there's 10 other defensive coordinators better than Patrick Graham in football in the NFL.
Okay.
So that's going to be very hard to find somebody.
At least notable ones, right?
Yeah, notable ones, like guys that have jobs right now.
Yeah. Okay.
But you can't even. You can't even say
a young guy, right?
But you can't even really count the guys that aren't notable because they've never called plays before, especially the guys that haven't called plays before. So, just my opinion, though. But, yeah, I think Patrick Graham should be back here next year. I think if there is one coach that should be back here next year, it's for sure Patrick Graham, because I don't think people or look enough into the analytics of certain things. And, like, bro, when you're football, at the end of the day, whether you say it's quarterback based, receiver, running back, or it's in the trenches. At the end of the day, I don't give a fuck what anybody says. It's a team sport. It's a team fucking sport at the end of the day. And if one side of the team is on the field all fucking day and the other side of the team's on the sideline all day, obviously the side of the team that's on the field all day is more tired than the team that's sat on their fucking ass drinking water for half the game. So,
going 3 and out.
So yeah, so I mean,
Eat burgers.
I think you have to look into all that when it comes to Patrick Graham's job specifically.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the Raiders' plan is though, to be honest, bro. Like I honestly think that AP might, people are counting him out like he's not going to have a job next year, and I don't think that that's quite the case. I think that there's a very, very good chance that he is the head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders next year with a quarterback of his choosing. So, that's why I haven't really talked much on social media or to really anybody about head coaches that are going to possibly be available for this team, because I'll be honest with you, I don't know what they're doing. I don't know if they told AP, hey, look, go ahead and chalk this shit up this year. We'll get a high pick, get a quarterback, have a bunch of high picks in the draft, get a running back, get you the pieces you need to move the ball offensively, and let's run this shit back next year for the last year of your contract, and, we'll base you off that year.
Question. Do you draft a quarterback and basically put him in with Luke Getsy?
Fuck no. If AP has a job next year, Getsy cannot be his offensive coordinator. He better go fucking all that talk he was doing in the offseason. Here's where I'm going to call AP out. All that talk you were doing in the offseason about, oh, man, I had guys calling me all over the place wanting this job, all sorts of OCs. You better go fucking talk to one of them guys, because Getsy ain't it, bro. And I honestly, I would not draft a quarterback and let Getsy anywhere near him. I wouldn't even let him.
Well, we've already seen what that looks like in Justin Fields.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. I don't know who
I agree with you,
but I would have to trust that if they did go a different route and went the Ben Johnson route, you wouldn't really need to worry about offensive coordinator, assuming he's going to probably just run the offense himself.
Right.
He'll probably have a guy with him, but it ain't going to be some guy that's calling all the plays.
Right.
So, but if it's AP, you're going to have to figure out the offensive coordinator position for sure. And it can't be Luke Getsy. And yeah, he's going to have to go to the drawing board with that one. And you have to be, the other thing with the Raiders, bros, you have to be fucking quick, bro. Last year, bro, I'm sorry. They sat there and watched every name go off the board before they picked an OC. And then they finally landed on Cliff, and it fell through. And that's it. These teams don't wait, bro. These teams don't wait. When it comes to hiring somebody as important as an offensive coordinator, it's like a head coach, man. Boom. We know what 3 guys we want. If we can get one of them, boom, hired. If that guy wants to come here, done. Not wait till the last pick of the crop. I understand everything fell through with Cliff, but even with the Cliff situation, I felt like there were still guys
late in the game. Late in the game.
They were late. So even when they were so late in the game, even with Cliff, that when that shit fell through, if they would have been on that early enough in the game, they would have maybe had somebody to rebound to that wasn't named Luke Getsy. But at that point, there still probably was better names than Luke Getsy, but they went with Luke because, we were still we're in that fucking era of letting the players tell us what the fuck to do. So, I don't know. And then now the player that wanted him here is not even here with us anymore. So he could take his ass back to New York with him.
Bro, I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. I am so with you with that. Matter of fact, the player, bro, we stuck with a 3rd rounder. You know that, right? We stuck with a 3rd rounder.
It's all right. I'm good. Whatever.
We ain't getting that 2nd rounder, dog.
I'm good either way. Whatever.
Fuck it. Give me another quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Give me 2 of them motherfuckers. You mean?
Oh, I don't think we're gonna need to, Rich. I think if you keep losing like the fuck you're doing, and you get Cam Ward or fucking Shedeur Sanders, you'll be just fine. You can go ahead and get yourself a receiver, a running back, maybe an offensive lineman, maybe finish out the draft with some fucking depth, defensively, maybe. And that's not counting on what they do in free agency, but yeah, I feel like a big part of what they're gonna do this offseason has to be done in free agency too. I feel like finding the right depth players, not just anybody.
You know what's funny? All right, so under the Gruden administration, it was all offense. All our talent was offense. There wasn't shit on defense. We had Max Crosby. I think Gruden drafted Morig too, right? Morig. They bought us fucking Clee Farrell. They actually drafted a lot of defenders. Just most of them sucked. Jonathan Abram.
He brought Hobbs here too, I think.
Okay, he brought Hobbs here. Oh yeah. Under Gus Bradley, right?
Yeah.
Under Gus Bradley, yeah. Okay.
He also I'll say this though, man. The McDaniels era was fucking terrible, man. But if there's one thing I was completely wrong about, and something that I got taught about that fucking era, was not give up on players too soon. Because Jacorian Bennett is looking very, very good.
Oh, yes,
and he's only like 23 years old.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so, I agree.
I'm glad they brought him here. I mean, you got to just be thankful for the pieces you have and just continue to build off of it. Decide who's important to pay. You know, this season you're more than likely going to have a rookie quarterback coming in as a starter next year, most likely, or at some point next year, seeing the field. And so you need to decide if guys like Colton Miller are important because he's a veteran left tackle and you've got to put your trust into him, or if you're going to put your trust into somebody like
Mumford.
Me personally, I would just go ahead and see if Colton might take a little pay cut or something. I would probably trust him a little bit more with the rookie quarterback. I know he struggled a little bit this year, but he's getting a little bit better. And on top of that, man, like people don't really look at shit like this.
He started off the year hurt, right?
He did, but let's see what he does. Let's see what Colton does maybe this week. I mean, even though I'm not expecting anything special, we're in Cincinnati. That's a very tough game. But let's see how the offensive line plays this week with a new center syncing them together. Because when the center's off, more times than not, your offensive line's off. So we can see. I can't wait to see, honestly, if there's – I'm not really excited to win games at this point. There's no real shot at the playoffs for the Raiders this year. Might as well toss this shit up.
You just want to see some progress.
But I want to see what I want to see. I'm actually excited to see what the offensive line looks like with Jackson Powers Johnson at center.
Bro, you talk about competitive losing, right? Competitive tanking.
No, you know what? I'll be honest with you. Yes, why I'm saying tank, I still want to see, the young guys show out because I want to see who's going to be a part of this team for the future. And like JPJ, man, this can be his opportunity to show the regime or the Raiders that, we don't need Andre James, man. I was the best center prospect in years, and I'm here to play center.
Yeah. Fucking Lala. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Getting on your nerves?
Nah. Coming in asking for stuff, you know what I mean? But nah, man. No, I get it.
Yeah, can I get some Cheerios?
She sent me a text message. This fool. Look at this fool. See this? You see that shit? Hey, because I think we're what, 5th in the draft, right?
6th, I believe. I think we're 6th right now.
So we're on the Jackson Dart train right now.
No,
Or
not
the cat
necessarily.
out
Not
of
necessarily
LSU,
because
right?
not necessarily because if we lose to Cincinnati this week and Tennessee plays New England, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So
One of them has to eliminate one
one
of
of
them.
them has to lose, and
Oh, this is so
New
fucked up,
England
bro.
can New England can technically be in front of the Raiders in the draft room because they don't need a quarterback.
Who?
New England. They can be in front of the Raiders. I'm not worried about New
Okay.
England as a quarterback. They got Drake May
Okay.
last
I
year.
am, because that means that pick is up for sale.
I don't think so, though, Rich. I don't think so. I think if New England gets the number 1 overall pick, Travis Hunter is a New England Patriot.
You think so?
Yeah, because you're gonna give your quarterback, especially if he decides that receiver is going to be his position. You're going to give your quarterback a number 1 receiver who's very talented. Travis Hunter is a very talented player. I mean, he's just an athletic guy. I think they're definitely, and I don't know. A lot of people don't think he's going to play both ways. I personally don't think he's going to play both ways because I think that's going to hurt him, like his longevity of his career. But I think if he says he's going to play both ways, like that might be something that gets a team to take him first overall too, just because of the simple fact of what the versatility that they'll have with him as a player. But I don't think he can play in the NFL both ways. But I think
I do
think New England
think
would be a sleeper
I would
for
take him
Travis
at
Hunter.
defense, though.
You said what?
Shutdown corner is
They have one. Christian Gonzalez is strapping shit right now.
Bro. But what I'm saying is, if you end up with two,
That's true, but the thing is, bro, is they gotta get weapons around Drake May, bro, because another thing New England needs too is offensive line.
Mm-hmm.
So they have to put an offensive line and weapons around Drake May, bro, or they're gonna be in the same. They're gonna be in that same situation. Poor Bryce Young's in. So, I mean,
all right. So I was listening to something earlier, and somebody was talking about the Raiders possibly trading for Bryce Young. I understand it, but it's not kind of like, how can I say this correctly? It's not my jam. You know what I mean? Like this is not what I want, bro. I don't.
I'll tell you this. After week 2, when the Raiders beat Baltimore and Bryce got benched, I thought maybe it made a little bit of sense. Or not when, it was week 2. I thought it made a little bit of sense because I'm like, okay, the Raiders beat Baltimore, like they're competitive, but we still have a shaky quarterback room. Right here, right now, with number 6 in the draft, and I love Bryce Young, by the way. I'm a huge fan. You guys all know that, but
he's a naive cat.
I'd rather not try to fix a guy and just go get my own guy, I guess. Because I'm not down for another year of this bullshit, man.
I'm not either.
Couple years. I'd rather just not fuck around and go get our guy, and let a team like the Rams, who's in a position to sit there and try to fix Bryce Young, fix him. Sit behind Stafford for a year, man, or go let McVay try to do something with him or whatever. So a team like that, let them try to fix him. A team that's in a position to or could possibly do that. Right now, I don't think the Raiders are in a position to fix him. So
I don't think so either. And there was players that they brought in at the quarterback position that they helped out, and like we can say Jim Plunkett. Jim Plunkett sat for 2 years on the bench, and then came off the bench and won a Super Bowl. You mean?
Yeah.
The Raiders they had Kenny Stabler when they fucking brought him in. You know what I mean? They had Kenny Stabler, who's a Hall of Famer. Okay. And then who did they trade for? Dude from Houston. I can't think of his name. Anyways, but yeah. They had really good players, already, and they already had a solidified offensive line. They had running backs. They had depth at running back. You know, that depth at running back. They had good receivers, awesome defense. Where that all they needed was somebody not to be fucking horrible at quarterback. And unfortunately, the Raiders are not in that situation right now, bro.
No,
They're
because
not.
like, even as much as we need a quarterback right now, which honestly, I'm just saying we're gonna do it because I think this is definitely the year they're gonna do it for sure. They can't do this shit again. There's no fucking possible way that they could even come up with an excuse for doing something like this again.
Uh-huh.
But they need other things around the quarterback. They can't just go get a rookie quarterback and say fuck it. You know, if you throw a rookie quarterback in this offense right now, would we be better? Yes. You still don't have a fucking run game. So, you need running backs. You need another receiver. Like, I'm not saying that it has to replace Devontae Adams' style of play, but definitely need to go get a receiver, whether that's in the draft or you pay one like T. Higgins in free agency. You're going to have some money to spend, so maybe that's an option. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's another receiver in the free agency this year too. I just kind of forget, but I know the draft's pretty loaded with them.
Right.
You'll find help on the offensive
Because
line.
honestly, I think they need a quarterback and a running back badly.
That'll fix a lot of problems.
And a fucking guard.
Yeah, I'll take
right
that.
now. You know what I mean? And if I can leave the first 3 rounds and get a guard, a quarterback, and a running back, I think
I would have to look at the because obviously we don't start scouting players and doing our own research on players till a little bit, probably maybe like 5. 6
I'm doing it now, dog.
But,
I'm doing it now.
I mean, I'm doing the quarterbacks now, but
I'm already doing running
in terms of other position. But I don't know how deep the guard depth is. I can't lie. I would have to really do my research on that. But the way the team sits right now, and depending on how free agency panned out, you're going to have 2 third-round picks, I'm pretty sure. You're going to have a first and a second. So my first-round pick, I'd probably go quarterback. My second-round pick, I'd go receiver or running back, more than likely running back. I know some people think that's early, but we need a fucking running back.
Okay, so in the second round, what running back are you looking at? Because I already know you're already looking at running backs.
I would look at I love Ollie Gordon personally. I know he's having a little bit of down here,
but I think he might go in the first round.
I don't think so. I don't think Ollie Gordon's going.
I think he's going at the end of the first round.
But Rich, he's having a rough year over there. Obviously, Oklahoma State's offense is struggling as a whole, but
right.
I think Genty will be a first rounder, 100%. I don't know about Ollie Gordon because you still have. But, dude, I'll even give you a couple more. You still have Judkins from Ohio State, Travion Henderson from Ohio State. You can even grab – there's so many good running backs. R.J. Harvey from UCF. You could even wait to get a running back in probably the 4th round and go with USC's guy or maybe the 3rd round.
No, he's going top 3 rounds. Woody Marks is going in the top 3 rounds.
Possibly, but, dude, I'm telling you, bro, you could – I understand you want to sit there and say a certain guy is going to go somewhere. I can't tell you where these running backs are going to go because there's about 13 good ones.
Yeah. No, this is
I can't sit there and tell you for sure who's going where. Ollie Gordon might fall to the end of the second round for all I know. I don't know. There's literally so many good running backs in this draft. But if the Raiders don't end up with one of them, it's pretty stupid.
Bro, like honestly, dude, I'm already accepting the situation that we might end up with like Jackson Dart. This is a big possibility.
No, I don't think so.
Jackson Dart is our quarterback.
I don't think so, bro.
I think so. But
if we lose this week and we're in the top 4, we're having a different conversation. I don't think this team's going into Cincinnati and beating Cincinnati. They're not good enough.
They're going to win another fucking dumbass game. We all know it. We all know they're gonna win a game. Like what? Why? Just like
Which this is like the first year I'll sit here and tell you, I if this was last year, I would have said yeah, 100%. With the way that things fell out, the way that being where we are right now, sitting here with how many losses? I think we have 6 losses.
Mm-hmm.
One more loss, you're not going to the playoffs. So that could potentially be this week. I don't know if they win another game, bro. You could sit here and say that. I know, like, I've talked to Robinson about it. He thinks they win another
Bro,
game.
I'm with you with that.
They
But there's
can't
gonna be
score.
one fucking game that we win for no fucking reason at all, and it's just gonna be like
It's a possibility, and I'll tell you what, it's probably going to be the fucking last week of the season against the fucking Chargers. That's probably the game the Raiders are going to fuck around and try to win. They'll probably lose every fucking game, but you get to the last motherfucker, and they're going to blow that motherfucker, and they don't give a fuck if it drops them from pick 2 to pick 4. That's the dumbass shit the Raiders do. That's the dumbass shit the Raiders will do. But
I mean, because I think last year, if we would have lost to Denver, we would have been top 6.
No, it would have been 10th if we lost to Denver. Would have been like 10th. And then if we had lost to KC, we were going to be like 6th.
Wow.
I think that's what it was. I got to remember. I got to go back and look, to be honest with you. But I'm pretty sure, based on what the fans and all of us were yelling about last year. Now, we've done a lot of yelling about the team and shit.
Right.
But I'm pretty sure that's what we were talking about last year. If we'd have lost to KC and Denver, I think we'd have been like number 5 or 6 in the order.
We probably could have had a quarterback this year, right?
I don't remember all the. How did the order of the quarterbacks go? Oh no, it's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I mean, we would have still ended up with fucking JJ or Bo or Michael Penix, one of those 3.
Right, and right now, dude, if I honestly, I can say Michael Penix is better than anything we got on our team.
All 3 of those guys are. Like, I'm not saying those guys are good. I'm saying they're better than what we have.
Right.
That's not a bad argument. Those guys are all better. Mm-hmm. If they weren't better, they wouldn't have better records than us. And I'm pretty sure all those teams, except for JJ, because JJ got hurt, so we don't know. And honestly, it might be a while before JJ gets a shot because Sam Darnold played his ass off this year, and he might get another contract in Minnesota.
Right.
So JJ might sit for a couple of years, which honestly might not be a bad thing.
Right. Hey, Rafucho, I can't see you at all, bro. Can you get your camera fixed? Yeah. So, but yeah, man. I agree. And you know what though? To be honest, I think it took Sam a couple years to get the fuck away from the Jets to get his shit straight. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, dude, the Jets haven't had any luck.
Bro, they have drafted more quarterbacks than the Raiders have in the last fucking 10 years, bro. Hey, bro, they can't get shit to fucking get straight for them, bro.
Mainly offensively, like their defense, but I'm pretty sure the Jets are having the same defensive issue that the Raiders are having this year. They're on the field a lot. And they've taken it up a little bit, I'm pretty sure. I think I've heard because a lot of people are sitting there talking shit in the Jet spaces saying how much Sauce Gardner sucks. And I'm sitting there like, really? Because last year we were not saying Sauce Gardner sucks. He was the best corner in the NFL. How much a difference makes when you cut your time on the field from 20 minutes all the way to fucking 35 minutes? Are we fucking serious right now? Like, all of a sudden your defense just sucks? No, it doesn't just suck overnight. You got fucking other problems on your team that's causing your defense to have to play more.
Hey, let me ask you a question, because me and Robinson had a kind of a good debate about it earlier. You know, we were talking. Nate Hobbs. I personally think he'd be a fucking phenomenal strong safety. I think he's I think he's an all-pro safety. He's borderline Pro Bowl nickel safety. I think if we can get him there, and if he learned anything from Mike Epps, getting people in the right situation and stuff, you know, now and that's not to take from Palomeo. I love Palomeo. You know what I mean? I just got your message.
Nah. Anyways, I'll be honest with you, man. I think when Nate Hobbs is strictly in the nickel, and the other corners and linebackers and everybody on defense is doing their assignment, and Nate Hobbs just has to focus on the task at hand in front of him and not what's behind him or whatever. And you blitz Nate Hobbs and you send him off the edge in nickel blitzes and he's just playing the nickel. I think he's honestly a top 3 nickel corner in football. Mm-hmm. I think he's that good.
Okay, but
you can move him. You can move him to safety, and I'm not.
Sounds like he's a safety.
He's all not
the things you're talking about. Sounds like he's a safety.
I just don't. I wouldn't fuck with what you have. I think Hobbs, what he does is a very specific role, and I think he's very good at it. And I think you should leave him there for the simple fact that I know, but you have simple.
Downs.
It's the simple fact that you should leave him there because he's good there, and. Okay. You have a 6'4", 21, 22-year-old kid, 220 pounds, who's about to come up and make a name for himself. And honestly, he's been playing pretty well. Like, I think he's going to be a good player. Call him out, bro. Like, I think you should let him play strong safety, get developed, and that's what I think. I think, yes, I think Hobbs could be a good safety, but when you have other good people at positions, you have to have the best 11 on the field. I think having Palomeo out there I think it's a good thing. Like, I think if he develops, he can be a really, really good player for us. So
I think Palomeo
yes, to answer your question, I think Hobbs can be a good safety. Yes, I do. But I just think that he's also a very, very good nickel corner. So
oh, they're in the other room. They over here watching some shows, drinking some wine. You know what I mean? Nubian, you're gonna have to roll through one of these nights. You know, they over there just having fun. Coming by every once in a while, just giving me a hard time.
They're coming in to ask Rich if they could have Cheerios and shit.
You're stupid, fool. It ain't Cheerios, dummy.
Hey, Dad, can I get some of your Mexican candy off top of the fridge?
Why gotta be Mexican candy, fool?
Hey, you know you love that shit. I got some right here on this here, my boy. I got some over here.
All blurry, dog.
Tahini.
Damn thing.
Hey, you know you love that shit.
I do. Who don't like some tamarindo? I'm sorry, tamarind.
No, Rafa, we can't. You know what scares me though this week?
Mm-hmm.
All the fucking analysts picked us to lose.
No.
You know what the fuck happens when that happens?
Are you fucking serious?
I'm fucking serious, bro. Every single one last bit of them on ESPN, those cocksuckers picked us to fucking lose.
Wow. Wow.
Here we go. Hey, I still don't have faith in us winning this game. We should do.
Right?
Throw Carter Bradley out there, man.
Bro, Carter Bradley's horrible, dog. Come on, man.
Are you fucking losing? You want to lose, but then you want to sit there and complain about how horrible the cornerback's going to be. That's going to be put out there. Just put him out there. Am I lying?
Oh no, I don't think you're fucking lying, bro.
I'd even put a lobby out there. Carter Bradley and Dylan Lobby, baby. Let's go.
You're stupid.
Let's go, baby.
Hey, you see Nubia, right?
We'll name them the Milk and Mayo duo.
Bro. Life for a Raider fan is so hard out here, bro. It's so hard out here, dog. All right, but look, I got the whole family waiting for me to get done with this. I love everybody. Kate, I'll hit you on IG.
All right, brother.
Right after this. Yeah. It's gonna be a rough couple weeks. We got a bye week after this week. We got a bye week after this week, so we don't have to endure the pain. We'll see what's happening. I do think there's a lot of good bones, especially if we keep Jacoby Meyer. We're gonna have to pay him well. Pay him well to stay.
Contract up. I think he has one more year. He has one more
year. End of the year. I think it's the end of the. I think it's a player option.
I think they might bring him back, maybe. Or
but that's the type of guy you get a rookie quarterback with.
He might be trade bait at the deadline if the Raiders are going to sell.
Is Colton Miller trade bait?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I think so. I think if you can find a team that needs a tackle that's pushing for the playoffs or could be a playoff team, 100%. I know he's played bad this year, but we're talking about a guy that a year ago. See, that's what I hate in sports. Everything's about what you do now, but people don't want to talk about like, oh, well, last year he was, he was solid, and the year before that he was probably a top 10 left tackle. So I think a contender would take a guy like that.
Hold on. All right, so with this statement, I totally agree, Nubian. I completely and totally agree with this statement. The problem is they're just like my USC Trojans. I fucking think we have a chance to fucking win every goddamn game. You're like, oh, I think we can do this. I think we can do this. But they give you so much that you actually think you can fucking do it. You mean? And it's a sad situation. But anyways, look, we're coming up on an hour. I'm gonna end this. I'm gonna go spend time with my girls. Everybody, make sure to tell the people you love them. I'm out of here though. You know what I mean?
I'm out of here too.
I'll catch you in a few minutes. We're gonna have our little post talk. You know what I mean? But anyways, hey, peace out. Love you. We out of here. Let's get this going in.
Thank you, Mo. You've done the Lord's work. Jones, you done pouting? You want to come out and say goodbye, or are we just gonna roll through this?
Y'all kiss my black ass.
Doses.